snakes are ectotherms, they are dependent on external or environmental sources of heat to maintain their own body heat. Ideally, only captive-bred animals should be sold as pets. Wild-caught snakes are less tolerant of stress, more likely to refuse food, and often harbor higher numbers of internal and external parasites. Male and female snakes look identical for most species. Your veterinarian can carefully probe the snake's vent, opening to the cloaca with a special instrument to determine the sex of your pet. Snake sexing should only be performed by an individual trained in this procedure, as the snake may be injured by an inexperienced person probing. Corn snakes, king snakes, and garter snakes may reach a length of 3–6 feet at adulthood. Hatchling ball pythons are about a foot long and grow to about 3 feet by 3 years of age. At maturity, reached in 3–5 years, adults reach 5–6 feet in length. Ball pythons can live 10–20 years, depending on their care. Some python species can reach a length of 20 feet at maturity. Most snakes have only one functional, simple lung, usually the right lung. The other lung is smaller or completely absent. Boas and pythons are the exception to this rule, as they have 2 lungs. The lung can occupy much of the snake's body between the heart and the hind end. Snakes have no diaphragm, the muscle that separates the chest and the abdomen in mammals, so they move the muscles of the ribs and body wall to pump air in and out of the lungs. Without a diaphragm, they cannot cough or clear their airways of mucus. As a result, snakes with simple respiratory infections may develop pneumonia. Snakes swallow their food whole. All species are carnivores, and their diet depends on the species of snake. Some specifically eat warm-blooded prey like rodents, rabbits, or birds, while others eat insects, amphibians, frogs and toads, eggs, other reptiles, fish, earthworms, or slugs. Snakes have a cloaca, a chamber at the hind end of the snake into which the urinary, digestive, and reproductive tracts all empty. The cloaca empties to the outside through the vent found on the snake's underside at the base of the tail. They defecate, urinate, and reproduce through the cloaca. By inserting a special probe carefully in the cloacal area, a knowledgeable veterinarian can determine the sex of the snake. Snakes have no limbs, but it has been suggested that the 2 spurs that are present on either side of the vent on boas and pythons represent vestigial limbs. Snakes have numerous pairs of ribs running the length of their body. Snakes have 3-chambered hearts, whereas mammals and birds have 4-chambered hearts. Males have 2 reproductive organs called hemipenes, which are found just inside the vent. Young, captive-raised animals make the best pets.